In this video, we will build a complete Shopify app using the React Router template and the new Polaris Web Component. The app connects to an external API features like we will fetch a list of the product, display them inside the custom page, and let us import each product directly into our Shopify using the admin GraphQL API. As you can see, these are the product coming from the external API, and if you click on any product, that will be imported in our Shopify store, and you can see all these products are added in our Shopify store. This is the new product we just imported. So this is what we are going to build in this video, and I hope you will like my video. So let's get started. Before we start coding, there are few things you need to have ready. You need to access a Shopify development store, and you need to be using the latest version of the Shopify CLI. And make sure you are using a modern browser like Chrome or Firefox. Once you have those, you are ready to scaffold the app. I'm going to open a folder where I want to create the project, and then I will run the command Shopify app init. So I am in my D drive YouTube folder. So I will type Shopify app init, and after that Shopify CLI will ask me the name of the project. Okay, so build a React Router app, build an extension only app. So we are building complete app, so we will select build a React Router app. If you are building any extension, you can select build an extension only app. So in our case, we will select build a React Router app and hit enter. For your React Router template, which language do you want to use? So you can use JavaScript or you can use TypeScript. So I will use JavaScript for this project and hit enter. Now it will ask me the dev store where I would like to install the app. So in my case, I will choose the organization of my partner. So I will choose my organization, and then it is asking me to create a new app or connect with the existing one. So we will create a new app, and then we will provide the name of the app. So I can say external API products, something like this, and hit enter, and it will start installing the app in my computer, downloading the dependency and install them in my computer. It will take few minutes, and I will pause the video. Okay, now our app is installed. There are two ways we can run our Shopify app. Either we can run cd external API products. We can go to cd external API products and run Shopify app dev, or we can open this folder. We can go to YouTube external API. We can select this folder and then open the terminal again and directly run Shopify app dev. Once we hit this command, it will start initializing our app. So which store you would like to use this view to your project? So I will select the store where I would like to install the app. In my case, I will select this store, exo.myshopify, and this is my configuration. This is my organization. the app and the dev store and the update URL yes. Every time whenever I run Shopify app dev, Shopify will give me the new URL for my app. This is the URL of my app right now, but every time when I run this command, it change the URL. So now there are different shortcuts like G to open GraphQL admin API in your browser. If you press G, it will open the GraphQL interface and you can make the query to your store. And if you press preview P, it will preview your app in the browser. So let's press the P, and now it is installing the app in our dev store. So it is loading. Okay, now you can see the app is installed in our dev store, and this is the home page. This is the home page of the app, Shopify app template, and these are different sections, and this is the additional page. So let's go back to the code and let me walk you through where the code is coming from. So we will go to the app and then go to the routes. In the routes, we have app._index.jsx. So from here, this home page is coming. If you select this, congrats on creating a new Shopify app. If you select this and copy the text and find that over here, you will see this is the section heading, and you can change the heading. Let's say I write my name over here, and if you press save, you will see the changes instantly in your app. So in this home page, they have this is the React page, which is returning this function index. In the index we have S page and the heading Shopify app template, and you can see this heading is this one, Shopify app template. And now you can change this. This is my template, and this is coming from here, and you can see you can change the title of the page from here. So S page is a web component of Shopify Polaris. If you go to the Shopify Polaris, Shopify Web Components, and go to the documentation, you will see these are the Shopify Polaris Web Components. So if you go there, you will see these are the different components which we are using. And if you go to the structure and go to the page, this is the web component of page. You can pass the heading, you can pass the inlineSize. So let's try to add the inlineSize over here, and you can see we have base, large and small. So let's select the large and save that, and go back in your app, and you will see now our container is full width. You can see it is taking the whole space. Before that it was taking narrow space. So if I remove this inlineSize large, you can see we have the narrow container of this. And then we have button, and in the button we have slot primary action, and when you click on this button it will generate products. So it will run this function generate product, and generate product, when generate product run function run, we make the submit call, and post request. So it send the post request, and this is our action. This is our action request. Whenever we make the post request, this action function runs. So we validate the authentication uh, by passing this request, and we authenticate the admin, and this then we have different colors like red, orange, yellow. It gives you random color, and then make the API call in GraphQL and populate the product, and it create a new product and send this color and snowboard. It select the random color and snowboard and create the product into the Shopify. Once the product is created, then it create the variants of the product and add the price 100 of each variant, and then it return the product and variant response. So this is how it is working over here. And how the routing works: this is file-based routing. If you have app.additional page and click on this app.additional page, you can see we have app.additional. So if you try to add a new page, you would like to add a new page, let's say app.aboutus.jsx. so this is your new page. Let me just copy the function. So you can copy something like this and like this, and you can say you have about page, and you can return function, and here you can say this is about us page. Save that, and if you go to the about us URL, you will see a new page. This is about us page, and now you can see we don't have the styling like the native Shopify style. For this, you need to go over here and use these components for the web components for Shopify Polaris. So if I add this, so this is the heading. I will say about us, and then we are Shopify web developers. So if I go here again, and you can see now we have Shopify related things. And if you would like to add any section over here, you can go to the section, and you can copy this section and say something like this. Another section, you can say online store dashboard and view summary, and you can see this is our new section. Okay. If you would like to add section on the sidebar, how you can add the section on the sidebar? So there's slots, and you can add slot aside. So if I add slot over here, slot, and say aside, you will notice we have this section on the left side, and you can add another section on the right side as well, like in the home page over here. You can see we have this slot on this section. Let me find the slot. Okay, this is the slide aside section, and another slot. This is one also aside, and those don't have the slot which are coming on the right side. So this is how you can set the layout. You can read this documentation of Polaris Web Component and you can add as many as you need. Okay, so so now we are creating a new page where we will display the display the products by fetching those products from external API. So I will create a new route, and I will name it app.products.jsx, and I will copy this and I will paste that over here. So this is our product page. Let me remove this extra stuff and let's say products will come here. I will name that products, and I would like to add this in the left menu. For that you have to go into the app.jsx, and this is the these are the linking. You can copy and paste and type products and you can say products. All right, so now if you go back to our app and click on this is the home page and click on the products, it will take you to the product page. Product will come here. So let me just add the first dummy layout, then we will make that dynamic. Okay, now you can see I have posted some dummy data. We have an object of the product. We have title, price, description, category, image, and rating. And in our component, we have heading, products, and then we have div, and we pass all the information over here. And you can see we have this data is displaying over here. Now how we can get all the products from the API? So let's see how we can do that. We have a loader function. So first of all, we need to define the loader function at the top. So we will say export const loader, and that will be a sync function where we will pass the request, and in this function we will authenticate our request. We'll await, authenticate, and this authentication we will import from app.shopify server. All right, and then .admin function, and we will pass the request over here. And after that we will make the API request, which will be const response, and that will be await fetch, and we will fetch the product from this endpoint where we have some dummy API products. And once we get the response, we will convert that response into the products. Response await response dot JSON to convert the response into the JSON, and then we will return this data to the front end component and we'll pass the product. Okay, so if you console.log, if you console.log products, you can see we have all the products over here. So, and you can see we have all the products with ID 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get all the products over here, and we return that product to the front end component. So let's remove this console.log. So how we can get these product on the front end? We will use loader data. So we need to import this use loader data from the React router, and then we need to replace this function. So let me copy and paste and replace this function over here. So I will explain you everything. So we have the product by getting the product on the front end by using useLoaderData, and we get the product object, and then we map through those products, and we get the product ID, product title, image, everything on the front end, and we loop through all the products. So if I go to the front end, you can see we have all the fetch product from the external API, and these are being displayed over here. Now how we can add these products into our Shopify store over here? So in the next step, we will add these. When we press the button, we need to add these product into the Shopify. So okay, so now you can see we have another function. It's called action. Whenever we send any submit request, it goes to the action function. We authenticate that request, and we get the information from the form data. And on the front end, you can see we have this fetcher method, and when we click on this import product button, it import the import product function runs. In import function, we submit the fetcher request and we pass the product information, and we get all this information from our API from the cart, and then we pass this information to this fetcher, and it goes to this action. We get the product data over here on the backend, where we make the GraphQL API request for creating product with the media, and we pass the variable title, description, and the product type, and in the media we pass the media image and the product media title in the alt, and the original source, which is the image source. And once this query is run, we get the response and we return the response. So let's try to run this code. We have these products, and if you go to the products, we don't have these products in our store. If I press import this product, now it is in the loading state, and once it is done, it removes the loading state. And if I go here and reload this product page, you can see we have a new product which is coming from the API and with the title and the image. So let's try to add a few more. Import product, and this one also, and this one, 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 and this one also, and import this product, this one, this one, and this one. So if I go back over here and reload the page again, and you can see we have so many new products in our store. So this is how the basic setup works. You can fetch the product from the external API. You can display them in your Shopify app, and you can add them in your Shopify store by clicking the button, and those information will be added into your Shopify store. So very basic stuff. I hope this will make sense to you. Please let me know if you have any question. I will make sure to answer you quickly. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.